That's What I'm Saying, the podcast about hip hop, entertainment, dating, sex, relationships, and social issues from a sometimes ratchet but mostly woke perspective. So listen and subscribe to That's What I'm Saying. We're on iTunes, Google Play, pretty much wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, y'all, watch That's What I'm Saying, the TV show on Island TV. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at TwizPod. So I'm Shaun.
And I'm Shatara.
Hey, Shatara.
Hey.
So,
Hey.
what we calling this episode?
We are calling this episode When the WAP Runs Dry.
Whap.
Is it WAP or WAP? Either way, when it runs dry. Okay. Speaking of the WAP running dry, let's get right to this ratchet, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. So I'm sure you've heard that our dearest Cardi B is divorcing husband Offset.
Offset.
Okay. She's squashing all the rumors about her divorce and that he has a child on the way and the cheating and so on and so forth. She said, for all the people that have sent her prayers, it is okay. I have not shed one tear. I'm good, y'all.
I know that's right.
She said that she's just tired of arguing. That's all this is about. She's tired of arguing. That's it.
Yeah.
What say you?
That's honest. And, I know she was saying something about, he's really sloppy. Like, he's been messy. I think that's been a fact. And, in terms of the cheating and, I'm sure they got a lot. I mean, every couple has their thing. And then, at some point you just have to figure out how much do I want to put up with and, how much do I not want to put up with? And I guess, a lot of us have different breaking points and she just probably got to her point.
Yeah. She said, tired of not seeing eye.
No more WAP for him.
The WAP has run dry for you. You gotta be clear. No. It still gets wet, but it's dry for you.
It's Offset for you.
What wasn't in that song? He said, Cardi put the pussy on Offset. Isn't that how that goes?
Yep.
Did I make that up?
Yep.
They were just so in love. I thought they were a cute couple for hip hop's sake. For young hip hop's sake, they were okay, fine if you say so. I know we had kids. We like Cardi B. I like Cardi B talks a lot of shit and she's a likable person for what I know. I like her. I like what she brings to the table. Call it ratchet. Yeah. I don't really care. And she's a businesswoman. So I like her. Do I want, to hear young girls singing WAP? Not at all. But hey, that's what it is. She got married, so we're gonna give her that. She gave it a whirl. And at how old is Cardi? She's not 30 yet, right?
Yeah, I think she's under 30.
She's under 30. She may have many more husbands to come. As long as you got WAP, you got many more to come. You're all right, literally. Many more to come, literally. Girl, you're going to be all right on these streets. You're going to be okay. I mean, can you imagine if this is where she's at now and she's saying that she's not tolerating no shit, even if it's just arguing. She's like, I'm out. Like, it's too much of it. Then she may turn into like a little Liz Taylor. Shit. What is she? She's Puerto Rican and what else? And Trinidadian or something?
I don't know.
Did I make that up? Well, anyway, she may do a little J-Lo and have 5 husbands. You just never know.
Could be. I appreciate her honesty though, like just coming for. Because remember that was it like the Rolling Loud concert? He got on the stage and was like begging for her to come back.
Oh, yes, that was so tacky. Oh, that was so tacky. And they were just, to me, they just look like that couple at Great Adventure that wears matching shirts. Remember back in the day, Great Adventure, they would have like, matching shirts or matching airbrush or something, matching couple. Like, I remember that. And I remember thinking like, I want to do that one day. Like, I remember being 16. I want to do that one day. That's how I looked at them when I saw him come out on the stage and be a total cornball. And she was like all crying and it was just so extra. And it was like, oh my God, they're so young. That's all I just thought. Like, this is good young love. This is good.
Yeah, but she got plenty of time to get it together. Her and Culture. They're going to be all right.
Yeah. Oh, she's going to live a good life. That's what Beyonce said. We going to live a good life. Tell boy he better grow up. Beyonce tell her how to make some lemonade. Watch. Let me tell you what to do with that WAP. Let me tell you what you do. Get some ginger. Get some turmeric. Okay, she's gonna tell her what to do with it. Watch, you have a new album coming out.
Oh man.
Yeah, good time. Good time. Good times.
We gonna live a good
life. She's gonna be fine. Don't you worry, Cardi B. You're gonna be fine. But hey, I appreciate that they even attempted marriage. I feel like marriage is such a big commitment that they even did it. To be in hip hop and to do it. then hey, you tried it, you did it, and I truly believe they probably will do it again. But like she said, he's sloppy, so oof.
Ain't nothing like a sloppy nigga, man.
And she's, I mean, technically, she's hotter than him in terms of fame. Like, ain't nobody think about no damn Offset. I don't know about you.
Man, I can't tell all the Migos apart. I actually thought I thought it was one person, but it's actually the group.
I thought Cheech and Chong was a part of the group. I was like, the three amigos. Shit. I was like, these kids are creative. They knew how to bring Cheech and Chong back. They're like, no, it was a hip hop group. They all got locks, gold teeth, little tight shirts. I was like, who? The Migos. I sounded like an old lady. Who is the Migos? The Migos. Them kids show is creative. Migos. Yeah, no, this had nothing to do with Cheech and Chong. They're three black guys. Who would have known? I ain't thinking nothing about them for real. I mean, they're not talking about nothing. Nothing's too special. It's just blah blah blah. But Cardi's should I say more famous? She's more famous, sir. She's more famous, sir. The red ones are gooder, like that. Like the gummy bear commercial. The red ones are more gooder. So he's probably feeling it too because in about 3 months we're not going to even know.
If you cried on that Rolling Loud stand, on the Rolling Loud stage, I know. He might feel some type of way about this one.
He's feeling it. He's going to feel it. Nobody's going to be thinking about him after that. We're not going to know who he is. I just knew of him because of Cardi B, to be honest with you.
Offset got Offset.
Yeah. Cardi got the pussy on Offset. And it was just like, well, he must have some good D. Like, that's the first thing I thought. Like, yeah, she's a certified freak 7 days a week. It's like, oh, she told us, huh?
The WAP is dry. Okay, bye.
Okay, so anyway, keeping it ratchet, and I'm going to just be real quick with this one. Did you hear about what's his name in his wigs?
What's his name?
What do we want to call him? The little Tekashi 6ix9ine says that he pays $15,000 for each of his wigs. Have you seen
somebody is running a lick on his ass?
Literally,
who's doing that?
Listen here, Tekashi, with your lace front. When I see this rainbow lace front wig wearing dude, he just screams clown to me. Like, you're a clown in all aspects. With your fresh new chiclet teeth. Like, wow, you're doing a lot. And you wearing wigs? He took it to the next level. 15 grand. Have you seen it?
I've seen it. The Taste the Rainbow wig.
Woo, you want one?
No, thank you.
And listen, he has the baby hair and everything. He's doing a lot.
No, thank you. I do not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir.
You know what? He would be a good spokesperson for Skittles. Now I think about it. All jokes aside, Taste the Rainbow and have Tekashi standing there shaking his head and a whole bunch of Skittles.
Like Skittles. No, thank you.
I love Skittles. That's my favorite.
I know you do. You are a Skittle.
The hell with you. I like that little dig right there.
Man. Okay, moving on.
15 grand. That's all I got to say. Which I'll do it for you.
Somebody is living their life right. Whoever's making them wigs, whoever's throwing on them bundles on that cap for this clown.
You and I both know.
Is making their money. Get your money, honey.
I could do that for $300.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I could have done that for $300, Tekashi.
That's what I'm saying. I could have done it for $300.
I know the beauty supply store right over here. I get you a couple of rainbows, no problem. A slick $300. It's going to cost me $70 to buy the hair, and I'll
so crazy.
15 grand. Okay, he don't know nothing about that.
All right. So moving on. We are now at the woke minute.
Yes.
So, this week we are going to pay homage and in remembrance of Ruth Bader Ginsberg, who was the Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States.
Yes.
She came in under the Bill Clinton era, and, that was back in 1993. Can you believe that? And has served up until her death last week of pancreatic cancer. Which is unfortunate. So, she was just, if anybody was following the Supreme Court rulings, knew where she stood, she fought extremely hard against gender discrimination, specifically for women's rights. And she was just, presented really the liberal block of the Supreme Court. So, that our nation has lost a real one with her passing. And from what I understand, her last words to her granddaughter was like, she did not want to be replaced until number 45 was out of office,
right.
which is, still her seat is still up for grabs. And, it means so much. So, just in remembrance of her, she was really about education. She really was about women's rights. A lot of, when you think about it, just in terms of women's equality, and we have a long way to go. Then we're not even talking about Black women, but just women as a whole. It's only been over the last 50 years, where women have become, in terms of pay, and there's still inequalities there, but a lot of the changes have happened in the last 50 years. That's crazy to think about. So, she was really big on education, and like I said, in women's rights. So, rest in peace, Ruth Bader Ginsberg. Do you have anything you want to say?
Yes, rest in peace, Ruth. I will definitely say that she made such a big contribution. So I do thank you. I know that we have our very brave young lady facing the bull down in Wall Street, and they put her I would say her colors, kind of like her collar cloak on in remembrance of her. So I thought that was amazing. And, just fighting for women's rights and equality, and, continuing to fight even through her late age. The injustice is like, wow. And the fact that it was still relevant. A lot of injustice is still relevant. So, to sit and talk to her. Wow. Rest in peace. Yes. So, moving on.
We are now at the Weekend D.
You got it going on. I used to be scared of the dick. Now I throw lips to the shit. Handle it like a real bitch. Have the hunter. Janet Jack me. Take it in the bud. Yes, what? I got land and...
We are at the Weekend D. Woo, 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 woo.
We here. Out, man.
Yes, we have made it. I'm here for it.
Getting here. Takes too long, but we're here now.
Okay,
so
now.
What we got?
Okay, so this week we have our special guest, Mr. Chris Clarke, comedian, also known as Chris CSnacks. You can catch him on BET Comic View, Beat Bobby Flay, the cooking channel, and he has a YouTube channel as well. And when I tell you he's funny as hell, this is my friend. Chris.
What's up, ladies? What's going on? Thanks for having me, man. That's what I'm talking about. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Welcome.
How you doing, Shaun?
Thank you.
We've never met, but yeah.
I'm great.
I'm
great. Look, I know you.
I know you. Chris, I know you just got in, so just tell us real quick before we jump in, where else can we find you? Give us the rundown.
Well, through my YouTube, you can find me through everywhere. If you go to and just type in just the letters CSnacks together, CSnacks, I'll pop up. And from there, you can find me on Instagram as comedian Chris Clarke. I kind of separated with Facebook and Instagram is like my comedy side, and YouTube is my food critic side.
Okay. Yeah. Chris about them snacks.
Man,
I'm that snack life.
I'm a skinny fat dude. You know what I mean?
Fucks with you. I know.
Now, weren't you doing something with those big-headed twins?
Yeah.
Yes.
I featured for them. For the Hodge twins, they're catching a lot of heat. At the same time,
the Black Republic. How's that?
How is it? It's I gotta say, man, like they treat me better than any. I open for a lot of like big time comics, and they treat me better than any one of them. It's just they're Black conservatives, so let y'all know. And the crowd is all conservatives in there, and their stand up with they do 15, 20 minutes of stand up, and then the rest they do a Q&A, so people be going back and forth, because they before this politics stuff, they were famous on YouTube for.
I remember.
And they lost a lot of their fans, but gained like quadruple, more than that. Quadruple. These dudes is like 2 million on Instagram. They got 4 pages. It's like 2 million each. Their views is crazy. But anyways, they do conservative type comedy, and I go up there. I do straight stand up. Talk about myself. I don't get into that. I don't get involved, man, because I'm not deep heavy into it, but I know what's the deal, and that's it. I just keep it like that. And I gotta say, conservative crowds, man, they got money and they give a lot of it.
You saying bitch better have my money? That's how you come in. Like, hey guys, bitch better have my money. Number 1, number 2, twins, right? All right, let's get this money.
Like I'm saying, the crowd, they be nice. They be nice as hell to like every time at the show. Like, oh my God, you were so good. Like, you know, I don't know. It's listen, man. I don't get into the discussion with them about my political views. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I hear them.
That's tough.
I hear them what they say. I'm like, okay. Some things I agree with of when they talk about what Democrats do, but it's some things. But as far as that, I don't even get into it. So So
okay.
Yeah, enough of that.
All right. Okay, enough of that.
I'm over here waiting for my weekend over here.
Okay. He's like, I don't get into it. I don't got nothing to do with it. They just have my money. Okay, well, moving forward, we were talking about Cardi B, and she's divorcing Offset. So what are your thoughts on that? We talked our show. What's your thoughts?
Listen, they looked dope. But I don't know. Like, come on now.
They look like Six Flags matching at Six Flags.
What did you say that again? I didn't hear. What did you say?
I said they look like Six Flags matching Great Adventure dope. Like they all
exactly. They look like they just took that picture with the black and white, like back in the Western days and shit. They took.
Like I said,
it was the recipe for disaster. Like no doubt it could have tried to see how it goes, and that's what it is, man. It's like, I don't really have it in my life like that, but I do believe them. I think they both really needed God. maybe if they both was into church and all that.
With the most high in the picture.
Yeah, they would have been on that. Maybe it would have been on something different. I don't know, but I knew it wasn't going to last long.
Wow, you know it was going to last.
Me?
Have you been married?
No.
Mm-hmm. He said me like we weren't talking to him.
No.
The other person.
I thought you were talking to CSnacks.
Oh, okay.
No. I've never been married. See, that's another thing. I've never been married. So, I've been in a long relationship of like from high school to 13 years straight out of high school. Yeah.
Okay. That don't count.
Okay. I guess it don't. That ring.
Okay, that don't count.
I guess the ring.
That don't count, right? Like what?
He like, I never got on my knees, asked nobody shit, but what's for dinner?
Yeah. I mean, the relationship was just like that, but without the ring. But I got engaged. I got engaged.
Okay.
All right. Well,
made it that far.
Well,
almost doesn't count.
Chris, we have a few questions from our listeners. So we're going to ask your version. It's always, Shatara and I can always try to give our best advice, but sometimes we just need a little, another little spin to it. So we're going to see. So last week we had a listener who basically was saying he was contemplating breaking up with his girlfriend who had just had their son, I think like 6 or 9 months earlier. And the reason being was, he said, because her stomach and her stretch marks was a turnoff. So he said he wanted to be there for his son, but that, he didn't really want the relationship to continue. And he even said that he had offered to get her plastic surgery done. And she's said, no, she doesn't want to do it. So what do you think? What do you think he should do?
We put on our glasses on your ass.
That's for some stomach. God.
For some
stomach. Stretch marks?
And stretch marks.
Wait. It's not even stomach fat. It's stretch marks.
It sounds like a combination of she still has the baby weight in her stomach and some stretch marks to go with it.
That's deep. Because he offered to get rid of that, and she's like, nah. I mean,
she's like, no. She was happy with what she had.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, dog, you ain't married her and have.
You ain't shit. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Go for it. Let me hear how you're gonna put it.
You throwing them knives. I'm up on the board with my wrist strap. You throwing knives at me. The apple's not even in my mouth. You just throwing.
I'm saying like he ain't shit. He ain't shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not like the dog. You didn't marry her or have a child with this woman for the stretch mark. That's not that's not what you did that for at all. That probably wasn't even in your thoughts. So you getting mad at her because she don't want to do it because some people I understand because that's a surgery and shit happens in surgery. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like, bro, you wilding out. It got to be another reason. For you saying that, you probably just fell out of love. You fell out of love. For you saying that is foul.
You just said it.
Yes.
You just said it. You just said it. Yep. You just said got to be something else. So my attitude with that was a lot of dudes, they come through with a whole checklist of shit they want women to have and they don't have it themselves. So as a dude with a fresh white tee, you know what I'm saying, with a big ass gut and some skinny jeans talking about she bad, she better have a little waist and all this shit. And he hasn't seen a gym since he was 7 years old. That's the shit that gets me with a lot of dudes. Like you expected something that you don't have yourself. Like, so it's just, he just has a lot of nerve and maybe he's just young, like you said, it's gotta be something else. Sounds like he's ready to fuck other chicks. Oh, we don't know.
Don't know, but I mean, it sounds like they have been it's kind of I don't know what the relationship is. Sounds like a long-term relationship. Obviously, they've been together. They got the baby, and he says everything else is good. It's just,
man, you corny, bro. You corny and picky.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
But like you said, I mean, he fell out of love, and I'm even saying like maybe he just wasn't. He wasn't in love with her. There's something to be said when you get past looks, and it just sounds like he's not past that. So this woman got a whole baby with you, and
gave her body.
You worried about her stomach, like you said.
Yeah, he doesn't love her soul, because at some point you got to be like, wow. I know people who've had children and they fall deeper in love with each other. Like, man, I fell in love with my wife after we had our son, and she was insecure about her body, but I would just kiss it for her, let her know I love her. I've heard some real grown men shit.
Dog, you could if she didn't want to get the surgery, you could get on some shit with her and you don't say even if you don't love, that's his wife. Girl,
whatever.
No, dog. See, that's the thing, man. Words be everything for women. And it's so easy to give because it's fucking free. Can I cuss or no? I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Like, dog,
you're here,
all you got to do is give her the compliments and at the same time, like, yo, baby, boom, let's do this. Come with me. Lay it up, put on the mat. Let's do some sit-up. Get on some positive, some motivation shit. Like, dog, she can get rid of that without the surgery. Fuck is you bugging, man. You need a headboard.
Right.
Yeah. You said
that's what we said. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Chris, he could stay. Chris can stay.
All right, Chris. All right, you can stay. Take the apple out your mouth. You can
stay.
Because we was over here like, Let's see what he said. All right. Look. Okay. So next question. So this is a little long. I'm going to try to paraphrase it. She said, so this is from a female listener. She says, it's been like a month now, and my boyfriend hasn't been interested in sex. I do most of the initiating, and sometimes he even turns me down, and he complains that he's tired. I take his word for it, but it's not making sense. He used to get hard from simply just hugging me without even trying, and then the next thing you know, we're in bed together. We had sex all the time, regardless of where we were, and he was usually the initiator just because he wanted to do it so often, and I never really had to initiate. Now, he'll tease me throughout the day, but then he never gets hard or want to have sex when we have to go to bed. And she says we cuddle, which I love, but I just can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. He doesn't seem to want to have sex very much anymore, and it doesn't seem like he's getting hard, even when I lay right next to him. I don't know what to do. Maybe it's all in my head. I brought it up to him the other day, and he told me I'm just overthinking it and that he loves me, loves my body. She said, but it's not getting better. Things have changed. What can I do?
Maybe it's two things. He could be eating and the testosterone, his hormones is attracted to old girl. It could be, and that should be like that sometimes. It could be.
What you mean?
What I mean? Because if he's cheating and he's getting it regular from old girl, because
no, new girl. You're not talking about old girl. You're talking about new girl.
If he is, but I'm not done. That's just one one part. Two, some men, man, they testosterone, that shit drop, and it's just like, and that should be embarrassing that it don't rise like that. It don't
rise back up.
This he gotta. It's a couple of things he could do. It's certain roots and certain elixirs and stuff like that, natural shit that he could take to get that, because it's a blood thing, to get that blood flowing back there. Now, the thing is, if she initiated, do she oral and stuff like that to get it, and it just doesn't work?
So she doesn't say, but it sounds like what she's saying is like he's just done a complete 180. It used to be a time when they was at it at rabbits.
Yeah,
and now
it could be. That shit. It could be that, man. Like he lost it.
He's fucking around, or he just can't get it up anymore. Which one is it?
But that's the thing with that. He can do something about it. There's mad shit that he can do to get that, like maca root pills. That's natural. Maca. Maca. I'm Jamaican, so we say maca. Yeah, maca powder. Yeah. That shit is, and they got the heavy duty joint. It's so strong that, because just like them blue pills, what's it called, Cialis and all that. At the same time,
you know what it is.
It's the blood thing. So Viagra. So at the same time, it messes with your heart, and it's a blood thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but maca, I've taken maca powder, and that shit kind of messed up my heart. But it gave me, like, my heart was beating really, really fast, and I was like, ooh,
palpitation.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
I was like,
oh my goodness.
Was it? Okay,
let's go back to Let's go back to number one. So the number one thing that you said, and I thought that was interesting because that's how I'm thinking is there somebody else? Is there somebody else that, because if there was a time when they would, I guess,
get it in.
I think for a woman, like, a man getting hard, like, that's how you know he's attracted to you. He can't get hard, then that's a blow to our ego, honestly. Mm-hmm. So he's doing a 180 here. Is there someone else? That's what I would be asking.
What type of work does he do? He said he'd be tired. Is he do?
Man, I don't know. He didn't fill out the application. She didn't want to saying he's tired.
Yo, when the type of work you do, especially if it's like labor, that shit is. You tired. That's real.
I get it. All of that. Smoking, drinking Hennessy,
beer,
smoking Newports every day.
Fucking other bitches. It all happens. All those sports will fuck you up when it comes time to get it in with your number one lady.
You know what? Try. That's you know what she should try. She should bring another chick in there and be like, baby. But no, listen. Before you go off, just to speak. Listen, come on, man, let me talk. Not to do it, but see if he's like, and he gets horny. If he gets horny, that motherfucker cheating.
Oh, for another female. So bring another female in and be like, you call one of your who's she supposed to call to be like, listen, we running a
bad chick just to sit in the living room. It's not gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? It's just like just to see.
I don't got time.
That's why I'm like,
that's just suggestions to try to see.
Okay, you are taking this so serious. I like it. That's like, I just don't got time for that shit. Like, that's like if a dude is like, you're not bringing that WAP like you used to. I'm gonna bring one of my brothers over. I'm like, that's gonna be a bad thing because
anyways.
Your brother got it going on.
It's bad anyways, man.
Don't you agree, Shatara? Tell me. For a dude, that's how you know that things is gonna be all right when he gets hard for you.
Oh,
he's not getting hard for you. Something is up with the relationship.
I said, y'all see you taking it. See, if you looking at it as like for a woman, like, oh no, that's you looking at it like that. That shit, men go through that. That's going to happen. That's why
I'm gonna put you said.
How often is it? I'm not talking about like a one, because it sounds like this is not a one-time thing for her. This has been like night and day.
It's like that. It's like that. And just like I said, depending on his type of job, if he goes through the same routine every day when he gets off, this is when she wants to, or whenever. It's a routine. Like he burns out his energy wherever he does and come home, that shit is gone.
Okay, so okay, I will cut, but so much slack. Okay, in the beginning, when he was first trying to get with me, he went out of his way. You know, he was calling out from work. He was, setting up special dates. You know, just in that beginning 6-month stage, like the sex off the hook, I'll do everything. And then over time, things get a little comfortable. Now we're staying home. We're on the couch. We Netflixing. Like it happens over time. However, if I notice that I'm feeling like there's not even an attraction to me. This is where I'm going with it. If I'm feeling like there's no attraction, I'm going to assume, and this is not where, we're talking about egos with women. I'm going to assume that you're fucking around. I'm assuming that you busted a nut somewhere else and you're exhausted and you're bringing that whack ass, whack ass, ring-a-ding dong. What do I want to say?
Yeah.
What is it called when a soft, I don't know, like are you bringing that soft little wobbly arm? What is it? Yeah, you bringing me some gummy dick, whatever. Don't bring me that gummy dick. You know what I'm saying? You bringing that shit home. That's what you're doing. So I'm assuming that you released yourself somewhere else, especially because that's usually how the relationship gets thing is,
I would like to ask her if she knows. Sometimes when when a motherfucker gets off of work and he like she knows his routine. Like he has no time for that. If he has no time for that, it's plain and simple. That is just. His testosterone level is done, like it's fucked up, and he need to handle that for her. Okay. It's not even about you no more, dog. Now you gotta please your wife, man. Fuck wrong with you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's kind of like she's overthinking it. It's not a problem for him. Yeah, but it's a problem for her.
That's why that's selfish. That's selfish. No, for him because. It's not a problem. Like, yo, you gotta please your wife, bro. What's wrong with you?
Exactly. So this actually segues into the next question, which is the question is: have you ever had to end a relationship because the sex was lacking in quality and or frequency? Inquiring minds
of him was
you.
No, this is a question for you, Chris.
Oh, say it over again because my connection.
So the question is, have you ever had to end a relationship because the sex was lacking in quality and or frequency? Could you do it?
Can I? Have I? No, I haven't. And shit, I have thought about lacking because of that. Wasn't getting enough, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can.
Yeah.
You can end the relationship because pussy quality is down.
Yeah. Because look at this. I look at this shit. I remember had this conversation with a couple of brothers, and it's like, especially off that Steve Harvey book where you wait 90 days, right? So you wait 90 days. You with them. You waiting for the dude 90 days to give it to him, right?
That was that bullshit, but whatever.
It's some bullshit. So the lack. So you're saying it got like the sex got whack? Asking me, I'm like, yo, that shit is real because, that sex is that shit is good. 50. That's 50%. That's it. 50 something. Wow. On some real, depending how good it was when y'all first went at it, and this shit was like 70 sometimes, because a lot of relationships is 70.
Right. I think there's a sliding scale for how important it is. I think it's a sliding scale for how important the sex is in a relationship. Like sometimes, it's 90%, sometimes it's 10%, sometimes it's 50%, sometimes it just in a relationship, because it has arches, it arcs and it goes up and down. The quality and the frequency of the sex changes, but I just think the importance is everybody got to be on the same same frequency with it. Now, I have personally, ended a relationship because of the quality, not so much the frequency, but just the quality of it. Because it's just like, honestly, when you're in a relationship, it brings everything else down. You're like, everything is great, but That dick is whack.
Right. I've man, that shit. The relationship that the frequency was just as dope as the sex was amazing, and it just the timing was wrong, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. And
but you stayed for the sex. It was that what happens too. Like, ooh, that is
it was amazing. It was amazing.
Have you outside in handcuffs?
It was amazing.
And did you make it home yet?
And she knew too. So it's
Have you riding around your car with your drawers on?
Remember that Martin joke? He'd be up in the club and shit with the robe on. Hey. Yep. Marissa.
Where's that dude?
I think lacking in quality, frequency, I feel like I don't even go down that road. Like I remember this one dude, we didn't even get it in. I just like seriously cuddling and spooning with him. Sex wasn't even like the biggest thing for me. Like after comedy, I'm just telling you that. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Let me finish.
Yeah, that was one, and sex wasn't really the priority for me personally. I was
like,
then
what is that?
It was that. Then after that, then there was one where I just remember I was like, if I have to figure out what's going on with his piece, like I had to put my hand down there, find out, because women, we won't even waste our time. That's the only thing. Like, I'm not even going to waste my time with you. Like, I don't care if the connection is great. I got to find out like what that mouth do, what that dick do. Like, I need to find out what everything is before I even bother to let my, pants get down to my ankles. Like I need to find out what's happening here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a setup. A dude will eat it and then come up and have a short dick, and you're like, oh man, you're coming up short for real.
Mm-hmm. Right? Like me and my vagina are back in my pocket. I'm out the door.
Goodbye. Oh, what happened? What happened? You're like, no. I gotta go home and vacuum. Like that meme that little girl said, I forgot to go home and vacuum. I forgot I got some dishes I gotta do.
If you lacking in one situation, man, this books, man, you lacking in one thing, you gotta have, because there's three. Man, this 3 parts, probably more, if you add toys. But if you don't add toys, there's three ways, man. You could that you from a body part.
Satisfy women. Okay.
A body part that's penetration that you could use on a woman, dog. You can't slack on all 3. Fuck wrong with you?
Oh yeah, it's true. It's true, but some dudes do. Some dudes do.
Yep. All day. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, so we have that was a good one though. But so this next one is actually a post by the singer SZA. She did a Twitter post, and it actually went viral. So I'm just gonna read it and then give your take on the situation. So she says, that time I caught my ex fucking my homegirl from the back at a house party. She says, story time is not enough. I checked every single room in the house and they were in the last one. What's sick is she invited me to the party. Everybody thinks they become Donkey Kong in that situation, but I really just said, oops, sorry, and closed the door real fast. I walked all the way home in the dark alone and cried. Ciao. So Chris and Shatara, have you ever been in a situation like that, and what did you do? Chris?
Nah, not like that.
Well, have you ever been caught? How about that? If you weren't the catcher, were you the quarter?
But I got caught, but it was like a texting thing.
Oh, that's so cute. How you get caught in text?
Because I'm
I don't even.
You get cyberbullied too? He was texting certified freak 7 days a week. Give me that phone.
Oh shit. Yo, I got caught. Karma and me. Whew, karma.
Y'all go together. We go.
That biatch be right outside. Like if I rob the bank and everything cool, nobody know, and I could walk out there without even running. Karma be right there like a drug dealer. Like, let me holler at you, homie. Like straight like that. I got caught. So, oh man. We ain't got time. We ain't got time. We got 35 minutes right now. You gonna have to call me back.
We got time. So you never been caught. You never been caught out there because this. I mean, I think what was really true was SZA said. You know, she's like, everybody think they're gonna be Donkey Kong in that situation, but you know, you so off guard. She just was like, you know, seeing her homegirl and her man hitting it from the back, and she just like closed the door and went on home. Ooh, child. Yeah. I mean, I have been in that situation before.
Oh, I have.
I mean, the whole thing, you know, the girl is on top. I bust through the door. But like I said, and I've said this before, I knew what I was going to find. I knew what I was looking for. So I went out, you know, and I was like, this is the last time I'm going to do this out in the middle of the night, in the rain, driving around. But, you know, like I said, I had my grandmother seeking you shall find. And I sure did. Bust down the door, kick the door, bam! And, you know, the girl's on top.
He was like,
riding them down.
This isn't what you think.
And
it was an accident.
Man, I'm in there windmilling, and, you know, you think you're going to be Street Fighter. Like, I was,
finish him.
Yo, you did the Chun-Li kick.
It's a whole... I couldn't even tell you. I'm windmilling the whole thing, but at the end, I'm like, all right, gain my composure, get back out the room, because I was like, ain't nobody coming for me like this.
That's crazy.
And get in my car and drive the fuck home. With my eyes. But that was the last time I was like, I'll ever do anything like that.
People, you know, because everybody's different. People they go temporarily insane at that moment. That is not good. That could cause somebody could get hurt seriously and to death type shit. Straight up and down.
Silver lining. Somebody get killed. Crimes of passion.
Oh my mom.
I hate the burning bed. You know, remember that movie? That was an old movie. The burning bed. But boy, you had to understand. She took a match and lit that bed up. Oh my goodness.
No, see, I haven't been there before, and how I would react, I really don't know. I haven't been. I don't know. I can only imagine. So what I want to say I would do, I would probably get real ignorant and act a fool. Then the other part of me, I don't know. I might just take a screenshot, like take a picture and walk away and then post it and send it to his mom.
Mom,
you know? You're that. You did it.
You know what I mean? Send it to his moms and his whole family and be like, if you ever want to know why I'm not coming to the family dinners no more, like, here you go. I'm sending it to her friends. I'm going to do some foul shit just to shit on all them, to let them know. Let the world know how shitty they are. I'm going to get real petty.
I did that one time. I think, we know the story, but I ended up taking pictures and posting the pictures all over his car of him and the girl. Ooh, while he was at work.
Oh, that's deep. That's deep. Ain't not like being caught. Ain't not like being caught. Ain't not like being caught though.
Yeah.
That karma's for real though. Chris, you ain't lying. That karma's
a motherfucker, man. I can't. I don't be want to fuck around with, like, nah. Like, I don't even be stealing because because it happens right. It's not even the next day. It's like within a couple of hours. I'm like, yo, karma, yo, let me holler at you, yo. I'll run and then start fucking follow me. Nah, man, that shit crazy.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. Well,
all right. Well, good times.
Oh, yeah. Well,
okay.
Look,
we've come to.
You know where we're at.
We've come to the end. We've come to the end. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you, Chris.
We appreciate you.
So where can people find you, Chris? Where can they find you? Where can they listen to you?
You can find me on the One Wizzy. No, I'm just kidding. You can find me on Instagram as well, comedian Chris Clarke. on Instagram. All one word. You'll find me on Facebook. It's comedian Chris Clarke. That's my fan page. And my regular Facebook is I said it backwards. My fan page is Chris CSnacks Clarke.
What's your book face?
Yeah. And that's Clarke with E. You gotta be very clear. That's Clarke with E.
You have to put an E because somebody else.
The gospel artist will pop up.
Otherwise, that white man with the Christmas beard.
It's a white man. It's a white man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a black comedian that does gospel comedy. His name is Chris.
This guy was
damn.
Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. So everybody, please like, share, and subscribe to That's What I'm Saying, the podcast. Thank you, Chris, again. You can listen to us on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, pretty much wherever you listen to your podcast. Also watch That's What I'm Saying, the TV show, weekdays on Island TV or on the Island TV app. And Shatara, what else do we have to let them know?
Absolutely. Follow us on social media on Facebook and Twitter, on Instagram at TwistPod. That's TWISPOD. Leave us a review. Let us know what you think. Talk to us. And I will be posting my upcoming comedy shows as well as our podcast and TV events. As always, thank you for listening. Stay healthy, stay well. Till next time. We love y'all.
Good job,
peace.